Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Shahi Works. Today we are going to explore what is a string function in Excel and what are the types of string function in Excel. Now let's get started. Here I'm going to show you a real-time example of string function. String functions helps us to change our data into upper, lower, concatenate. We can also able to add any text. So this is the table I have created. From the table I'm gonna use the string function. So I'm giving select name from employee. From employee is the table name which I have created. So employee is my table name. So inside this you have to use a string function. So select name. After this I'm gonna use upper function. My first function is upper. So I'm gonna use upper name as I want to categorize it. I want the column name it as name upper underscore upper. So now my name will be changed into upper which means capitalize all the names will be capitalized from the table. So if I highlight and execute it, now you can able to see the result as upper name which I have been used the string functions to convert into capitalize. You can able to see Anna as ANA which is of capitalized letter. Like this only you will be able to use your string function of upper. Now we are gonna see about the lower function. Lower function is same as that of the upper. The only difference here is you have to change the syntax of in the place of upper you have to write it as lower. So I'm gonna copy and paste it. Here in the place of upper I'm replacing it as lower name as name lower from employee. So this is how you will be able to use different types of string functions. It is also very easy to use. The only thing is you have to know about the syntax. Now you can able to see my change. I have been changed to lower. Lower means which is non-capitalized small letters. Upper means capitalized. Lower means lower letter. Next length. Here also the same, you have to change the length. In the place of upper and lower you are gonna change it as length. Length means it helps us to find the length of the text. Here also I'm gonna first select name from employee. Here length of the name. If I'm having Anna means it has 3 lengths, right? So that the length of the name will be 3. So if I highlight and execute it, now you can able to see I'm getting an error here, right? Because the red line indicates error. So you have to check your data before highlighting, before executing length name. Here my function is not indicated. If the function has to be changed pink, then only it is known as it is a function. Here I didn't get it as a pink statement, right? So I have to change it as pink. So here I'm having an error. I'm gonna change it now. If I execute it also, here also I'll be getting error because my function is not defined properly. So what I'm gonna do is length. Now you can able to see it is len. You should not use the length as a function. Len is a function. Now you can able to see the Anna has output as 3 because only the length of the character is 3. The word is 3. ANA. Anna has 3 letters. Next we are gonna see the next function known as string function known as SUBSTRING. SUBSTRING is a string which helps us to divide or it helps us to separate in a string. Here also the same, you have to change the SUBSTRING format. Select name. In the second line you have to make a small change here. Substring always start with a function name. Substring name comma here I have having only 2 IDs, right? 1 and 2. So I am giving it as 1 comma 2. If you are having any kind of data you can use it according to you. As I want the name as name first character underscore and I am giving it as first 2 characters. So the table name should be first 2 characters as substring. So if I highlight and execute it, now you can able to see in first 2 characters that Anna. In Anna only the first 2 character AN will be present. I hope now you understood about substring. you have to work it and see the result like this. The next substring function is concatenate. Concatenate, it helps us to add the data between the strings. So here also I'm selecting name, I'm controlling and pasting it as Ctrl+V. Select name. Here in second line you have to change it as concatenate, and then you have to open bracket as name concat. So your make sure that your function is defined properly as pink color, name, comma. Here in open bracket I want the works in. I'm gonna add name. I want the name Anna works in department, works in here HR. If Anna works in department HR means I will get the output as Anna. Concatenate string helps us to add works in. So name works in department, Anna works in HR. I want the table name as full information, as full info. So if I highlight and execute it, now you can able to see that. Wait, I will execute and show you. So now the output will be Anna works in department, Anna works in HR. I got the output as HR, and Bala works in finance. So this is the use of concatenate function, which helps us to add the words in between the string. The next string function is trim. Also the name suggests it helps us to cut between the text. Here also I'm gonna select the name from employee. Second line you have to start with your function name as trim. Open your bracket. In open bracket you have to write it as name. Whatever you gonna trim you have to write it as I want the name in a table as trimmed underscore name. So if I highlight and execute it, now you can able to see the output. So I will be getting the name as trimmed name. If I execute, now you can able to see Anna as Anna, Bala as Bala, the same one we have trimmed here. So the next string will be replace. So here also I'm gonna copy and paste it. Here only the second line you are gonna change as start with a replace function. I'm gonna write it as replace. You have to give it in the open bracket of whatever you want to replace it. So I'm typing it as name, comma. Next whatever I want to write, I have to give the string functions. Name A, I want to replace A, all the words. If I'm having Anna means I want to replace the A with all A with at. As I want to name the table category as replaced underscore name. Whatever you want to name the table you can give it as. So if you highlight and execute it, now you can able to see get the result as. Here in the place of A, I have replaced it as N. Also in the place of Bala, BALA, I am having the output as B at L at A. So this is how you will be able to replace. And at last we are gonna see left and right. Here also the same one. Select name. Second row you have to type your condition. Left name, comma. Here I am giving it as left open bracket name, comma. Also you have to give the condition properly. Name 1 as, here I want the name on left character as find first character. So the name Anna, I will be getting the first character as first character, first letter as first character. Also press right in open bracket name, comma 2 indicates the second ID as second character. So if you highlight and execute, you can able to see the answer. Before that I am getting an error which indicates in the red line. Here I have to make corrections. So what the corrections I have to make is the left name, which is unnecessary data with. So I'm gonna erase it now because the syntax is not correct, right? The right name 1 as last character, that is the correct format. So I'm gonna crop that last name which I wrote as accidentally. So I'm gonna clear it. Now the syntax will be same for both left and right. If you highlight and execute now, you will be getting the syntax as output without no error indication. So if I execute, you can able to see the left character A. and last character as Anna. Bala means first character as B, last character as A. So this is how you will be using your string functions in SQL. I hope you all understood. So far now you have saw about upper, lower, length, substring. Don't confuse with substring and concatenation. Next we have saw about trim function, next replace, and at last left and right. I hope now you all understood to use the string functions of upper, lower, trim, replace, substring, concatenation, left and right. Thank you for your attention till now. Also, if you found this useful, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe for more useful contents like this. Thank you.